entropy to order. So that just goes to show the Titans do view the light as order. They must. And that's probably why Agramar forged the Keepers, or at least infused those ancient Titanic ingots with presumably light power that he has been known to have. So it's probably, and Tyr also, you know, being the mind control forging dude that he is, probably because he is a literal product of the same type of power. You know, and go figure that it would be silver. Silver being something that is like, you know, generally seen as like pure and like incorruptible. Funny that it can house light though. Go figure. Go figure, because it's a good force, you know? It's a good thing. Once you've retrieved the required materials, you'll be able to proceed. Yeah, forged by the hand of Agramar himself. These ingots were used to create the original Keepers on Azeroth. Oh boy! It's Argent. Mm-hmm. I trust everything was in order within the halls of infusion and that Iridius is doing well. Is that what you think? Now for the next task. Trust in everything was everything was in order. Yeah, I'm sure you do think that it is. I'm sure you would think that, because I'm sure without the Primalist coming through, it probably would have been. Memory of Tyr. Oh shit, 2500 rep. The Echo of Tyr activates to your presence. Your task is at hand, my friends. Cast the ingots into the fire and activate the forge. I prepared the necessary procedures for you already. The silver scale holds the schematic. Its purpose shall reveal itself to you. We are not about to do what I think we are gonna do. Am I about to remake Oathbinder? I don't like this. I don't like this. What are we about to make? I don't like this at all. Not quite. I'm freaking out, dude. The last time we forged something for someone that we didn't understand the meaning of, we made a new crown that changes the Shadowlands. What's happening? Are we making something? I mean, if they were used to make Keepers, are we about to Wait a second. Wait a second. Are we about to reforge Tyr? We're not about to bring him back, are we? No, 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 no. No, no. That would be not good. No. I don't want to do that. 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 Oh my god, we're actually going to reforge him. The silver scale is part of him. Oh my god, it probably houses like part of his soul in it or something. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, and the aspects are here too. This cannot be happening. I didn't realize what I was doing. This is why they're so dangerous, chat! You don't even realize what you're doing until it's too late. And by the time you realize what you're even doing, you have no say in the matter. Why? Alexstrasza, you fucking bitch! Tyr knew! What? No! No! Oh no. Oh no. Dude.
Remarkable.
Holy shit.
His body looks exactly like the Tyr we knew. Though it is but an empty vessel.
For now.
Bereft of the noble spirit that made him such a trusted friend.
Maybe that's not a good thing, though.
Known he was going to his
Does that mean it's just a robot?
Behind the silver
or is it doesn't work, it's mechanical?
To restore his physical form.
A truth he kept veiled from my perceptions until a time when his wisdom would be needed.
Tyr's allies hid a record of his memories in the depths of Uldaman. But before it could be recovered, agents of the Infinite Dragonflight cast the disc into the Time Ways. We must locate
They
that
did?
disc,
I guess I forgot.
or find another way to restore Tyr. The future of our flights may depend
Alexstrasza, we
on
don't.
it.
Oh god.
It will be done, Queen Alexstrasza. This I vow.
Oh no. Dude, what if this is like foreshadowing of what the Titans are gonna do to Sargeras, dude? Dude, what? Oh no. Oh no. The light will forge you a new one. Have I done new Uldaman? Wait, there's a new Uldaman? There's a new Uldaman? Do I have to unlock it? Don't vow. You don't vow. Don't say any oaths. Don't do that. And it's to the Lifebinder. Oh no. Oh no. And Caligos is like the smaller Norganon. And Nosdorm was like the smaller Amenthul.
First.
No. 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 This is so bad. This is so bad. This is so bad. Oh my god. I didn't know that this was a thing. I didn't know. I didn't know that we brought Tyr back. I didn't know that we did this. Ah. This is pain. We brought back a cool guy. And these are just some nice dragon aspects. You're looking at it too deeply. This guy looks like he's about to... Never mind. I'm not even gonna say that. We're not gonna go there. Alexstrasza, what have you done? What? Tyr, what have you done? What have the Titans orchestrated? This is not good. Okay, Calic.
I stand with you.
Always full of secrets and mysteries, I'm eager to meet Keeper Tyr again someday. It's astounding such a thing is even possible. Ask about seeing Tyr again. If he could plan to bring himself back from the dead at the time of our greatest need, and I can only imagine he could help us find a way to restore our aspectral powers.
All will be well.
I don't think you guys need to have those. Why do you insist on having them? Why do you insist? It's because it's in your blood. It's because they made you drink order stuff and they put it. That's why you do this. Why else are you? Why are you drawn to these powers? It doesn't make any sense. You don't need them. They need them to fight the Primalists. I don't know about that, dude. I don't know about that. Fuck, if they plan for this to happen, then does that mean that technically they plan for the Primalists to get out? And for the aspects to be drawn to retrieving their power? Like, all the other Titan prisons have failed? I mean, why not the one for the Primalists? Why is, I mean, oh god. We're the ones that went there and technically no, someone else let them out. We tried to stop that technically, but okay. Nosdormu, being who I am, there's very little in life that surprises me. However, it is a delight when such a thing happens. I'm glad to see my old friend in the now instead of just in memory. Tyr looks like blonde Norganon, by the way.
Be mindful of which threads you pull on.
Kinda does. Let's see. Oh, his belt is like the same except turned on its side. That's weird. Yo, he does look a lot like Norganon. I'll show you. Titan constructs look similar in general, but yeah. This guy freaks me out. Norganon kind of freaks me out. What if, what if this guy was the real bad guy? I think he's really sketch though. I need to do New Uldaman apparently. If there's like Gandalf the Grey, not to judge a book by its cover, but I can't remember one time in my history where a good guy has had a hood. That's a good point. That's a good point. What is this? What is this picture? I think this is like from Hearthstone or something. Unlimited potential. It's like a book with light in it. I don't like that. It's Medivh type shit. It is, it's pretty similar. These glowing, like... In this one, the crystals on his bracelet thing are, like, glowing. It almost looks like he's, like, commanding someone to do something. It's kind of weird. Hey, yo, is he a Nazi? Yeah, it kind of does look like he's doing a little bit of a weirdness with his arm right there. I'm not really a fan of that, but he do be looking real sus. I don't like Norganon. He freaks me out. He looks weird. Norganon. And like I was trying to show, whoops, that's where I just was. His belt is kind of like Tyr's, except like rotated 90 degrees. Just similar. I wouldn't say that they look like exactly the same, but they definitely have some similarities, I would say. It's weird. Wait, are we saying the Church of Light was meant to be a form of control? Yeah, definitely. I would absolutely say so. If you guys didn't know, the Church of the Holy Light was founded by humans getting visions of, like, angels in their dreams, which were, in truth, the Naru. So, everything about the light and why it's involved with humans is sus. I don't like it at all. And it's one of the only reasons, frankly, that we've been able to overcome some of the things that we have, like the Scourge, for instance. Tyrion Fordring had to basically call upon a direct blessing from the light to fulfill what is essentially a miracle, to kill Arthas Menethil. I mean, that's basically like, he basically called upon what is essentially maybe one of the greatest sources of power in the whole universe. and defied what should have been essentially death for all of us, and saved us from the Lich King. So that's pretty wild to think about, and the power therein, like literally just of the 5 Paladins of the Silver Hand, should frighten you. Your cam is still off, by the way. Oh, yeah, it should frighten you. Think about Turalyon. That guy is he's already been shown to be able to be, like, influenced very heavily by entities like Zira. He is the commander of the army, Lightforged army, you know? So, and he is one of the original 5 Paladins of the Silver Hand, by the way. Tyrion also rezzed Eitrigg. Yeah, that's, pretty nuts. Uther was another one of them. Gavinrad the Dyer was another one of them. And I can't remember the 5th. Yeah. Anyway. They're pretty cool. The lore behind them is pretty sick. And I think it's actually extremely relevant. The fact that there's 5 of them is very interesting. You do have that quote, 5 keys to open our way, 5 torches to light our path. There's been some speculation before that is referring to the 5 Paladins of the Silver Hand, all of which have had, like, not all of which, I would say most of which have had, like, interesting or significant story arcs over the last 5 years, 6 or 7 years, maybe, going back to, like, Legion, however long ago that was. It was almost 10 years ago or some shit like that. Feels like it. Also this, I think this is more Hearthstone art or something. What's up, Chris? Absolutely true, Guffin. Yeah. Turalyon has been around Naru significantly more. And under their influence significantly more. I think that the plot and what the Naru are doing and what the Draenei are doing, I think that gives away a lot potentially about what's going to occur with the Light and the Void. I think Illyria, Turalyon, Velen, Anduin, I think that those characters are pretty much everything that's happened with them, I think, directly correlates to what is going to occur with what the Light is going to do in the future. the light has been subtly but potently maneuvering and spreading its influence, not just on our planet, but one linked to ours as well. And they do have the opportunity to come from multiple different places pretty much immediately. and we should be afraid of that, especially if the Titans are free. You never know if they are making more. If they did craft the Naru, you never know if they're making more of them or if they're making something else out there that we're not even aware of. You know, the light is gonna appear quickly and aggressively. It's not gonna be fun. And this is just how the body is designed. So it's designed with light in it. The body has literally already infused with it, even without the consciousness or like soul of Tyr. So the vessel itself. Does that imply that this vessel could be crafted, infused with other different types of magic, and that once Tyr's soul or consciousness or whatever is put into it, that, or I wonder if it can only exist in this schematic. Like, I wonder if it's like a schematic, you know, it can only come out this way. I wonder. But also, we did see what Ra Den, I think, end up having, like, and it was a vision, so I don't know if it was real, but like, Ra Den ended up having different powers in Nyalotha as well. So I wonder, so yeah, if you were to put, so if they just craft bodies with this in it, oh goodness me, then theoretically, I wonder if the same could be done to Titans. Like, could you craft a shell body like this for someone like, I don't know, Sargeras, and then like put him in it? And also, yeah, does that same thing apply to something like the avatar of Sargeras? It's something crafted like this body of Tyr right here, and then Sargeras put himself into it. Did Sargeras craft the avatar with Fel to make it no. To make it intentionally weaker? There's no shot. I mean, there is a chance. Because his true plan was that he wanted to inhabit the mind and soul of of the Guardian of Tirisfal. Maybe he built it with Fel instead of his own power. Sargeras almost never uses his own power. Like, he almost never gives it to anyone. I've only seen Kill Jaden have it one time when he first came through the Sunwell. And I've never seen, and then that one time when Gul'dan took it, when Sargeras sent power through the rift, which was meant to inhabit Illidan's body. And they wanted to use Illidan's body, which had his soul separated from it as a vessel for Sargeras' power. So the likeliness that something like that ends up occurring is pretty fucking high. But would that imply? I wonder if this could apply to mortals as well. Like, could something corrupted? If the soul was removed from like a corrupted shell, could you bring the soul back in its true form if you did it right? Like, there's a lot of implications for this vessel. Like, that's pretty crazy. I think the better question is to think why Tyr thought he would have to make this plan of having this backup. Well, I don't think it's a better question. I think it's a different question. I think that's just a very different question. I'm thinking a little bit of a grander scale than that, but yes, I do think that it is important to consider why Tyr decided that he needed to do this. I don't really attribute this to Tyr himself. I kind of attribute this plot rather, more to the will of the Titans, and that Keeper Tyr was likely willed to do this at some point, not because he himself is a genius or something, but probably because the Titans willed him to do so. If the Keepers themselves aren't already direct like soul fragment descendants of something like the Titans. Like, when you think about like them infusing them with their power, which led them to develop their own personalities over time as well, it's kind of strange. Like, it's almost like they developed. That's what they made it sound like, though. I wonder if that from Chronicle is not true. Like, I wonder if it's not like what they made. Like in Chronicle, they try to depict the Keepers and the dragons as very like free-willed. But the further that I get into this expansion, the more it seems like that's not the case. They're not free-willed. But in Chronicle Volume 1, it really tries to depict them as though they are. Which I think is very sus. Maybe they never really had free will. Maybe they were always operating within the parameters of a body and something designed for them. Because... I don't know, dude. Let's move on.
Greetings.
I never thought I would see Keeper Tyr return to us again. It is good to see my old friend, even in image only. Did I already ask her about seeing Tyr again? With all that has happened, I'm now sure that the discs within Uldaman hold the key to fully restoring Keeper Tyr. We must find a way to obtain them once more.
Treasure the gift you
Okay, so those are gonna be in Dawn of the Aspects, I would assume. Because if infinite dragons showed up at the end of redone Uldaman and went into the time ways with them, then presumably we would locate them within the Dawn of the Infinite dungeon. That would make the most sense to me. You wanted to do the new Uldaman. I think I would like to do that, yeah. I should probably do that before I move on at all. Excuse me. Yeah, fuck you, Tyr.
I will listen.
Let's put a group together for old Uldaman.
Within the depths of Uldaman lies a vault that holds a disc of Keeper Tyr's memories. Find that disc and bring it back to me. It may contain the knowledge we need to regain our strength.
Maybe you had an underlying negative bias towards Blizzard's writing for obvious reasons. Yeah, I think that's... I would probably agree more with that statement. Yeah. What is that? Okay, so chat, when I look at this initially, I know I'm just making stuff up in my head, and it probably means nothing, but when I look at this, I see Azeroth and 3 orbiting celestial bodies, and I just see planets. When I see things like this, and moons connected to one another. And one is smaller than the other, which is pretty much what the White Lady and Blue Child are like, which is weird. And then you have the moon and then Azeroth. I don't know. Looks more like a constellar. Could be a constellar. Could mean nothing, but when I just... Man. Let's see if there's any more of that kind of stuff in here. They completely, like, redid this, didn't they? Oh, damn. They did more to this than I realized. Azeroth, that's clearly Asmerloth. Yeah, I just see things. It's probably not what it is, and I'm willing to admit that. I have no problem with that.
Have we found any riches? We've been digging down
Just
here
strange.
so long.
Oh, there's another one. Oh, interesting.
No one steals from us.
What? Maybe these. Maybe they correspond to. Maybe they correspond to Titan constellations.
I have a quiver full of swords, and I know how to throw them.
Did somebody order a skull kraken?
There's a lot of books with info around. I think I read the books outside of the game before.
Here we go.
Pretty sure I went through those books.
Okay, we give up.
You know, I think that tussle actually helped clear my head. Much obliged, strangers. We'll enjoy.
Is Azeroth theorized to be a Titan or a product of them? I think the hypothesis that I would go with is that she's above them. That she, in a sense, created them, and probably everything else, but That's what I think Azeroth is. I think that they basically imprisoned the conduit of creation in the universe, like maybe the creator goddess. There is also a possibility that Sargeras was never among them, by the way, and that, yeah, we have some good videos coming out. I don't want to get back too much into it, but, there's a possibility that Sargeras is just trying to save someone that he loves, and that the Titans don't give a fuck about, that they see just as a power source, frankly.
Bromark, the chief here. Gonna
I think Sargeras has a little bit more in the,
Dogs, fight for your chief.
he's got like a little bit more involvement than I think people realize. But they called him brother in End of Legion cinematic though? So?
Bromark
If I call you brother, does that mean you're my brother?
wins.
No, not really.
Nice work. That frog.
But again, these are just, yeah, it's just spitball ideas. It's not stuff that's like, that I would say is well-founded at the moment.
Always
Yeah.
kept us out.
Want to see something nifty?
That's some Azurite, by the way.
What's this? That did it. Now let's see what we can find inside.
That's definitely Azurite, right? I mean, it looks just like it, right? Yo, Hall of the Keepers. What the fuck? Are those like, what the fuck? Are those like tree vines? Are those old god tentacles? What the fuck is going on? Maybe it's him being pursued by them closing in around him. Oh boy. I think that's Loken. Oh yeah, that does look like Loken with the mustache, not Tyr. Yeah, and that. Oh, maybe his corruption. Yeah, maybe it's meant to symbolize his like corruption from Yogg-Saron. That's probably what it is. Because this happened, this stuff was established after that. The book by the bench, Tomzar, I told you. I read the books at a different time earlier. I'm not gonna go through them again. It's not necessary. I can revisit them outside the game at some point if I want to, or come through on normal myself and just like solo this
The
shit.
unworthy will not enter this hallowed place.
Oh, this is one of Tyr's servant things.
Keeper
It's
Tyr's
using light.
secrets will be protected. Must regain strength.
Oh, there's the silver hand.
Are not for you.
Well, wait a
Some
sec.
kind of library. Hey, what now? All I see are books.
Did he wait? But
Maybe
this.
we can find a few treasure maps. We'll have a look while you go on ahead.
All right, so this is Arcades and right. So this is the fall of Tyr, silver hand. Okay. Oh shit. Eternal Sentry's Ring. Oh, Aranea out there. With a tome. Do you have plans for AOTC rating and things of that sort at some point? I do. Yeah, AOTC is not far out of my reach at all. That's something I can definitely accomplish. If the real thing is like what I want to mythic raid again. I'm not sure about that. Being a streamer in mythic raiding kind of sucks sometimes. What is the power that is gifted upon the Titan Keepers? I don't really understand what is happening when one becomes one. That is a cosmological forces chart. And that looks like what I was looking at earlier, except it only had half of it. The other 3 were missing. Is that to say that the Titans only support the top 3? Light, Order, you know, Arcane or whatever? It was these 3, I think, technically. If it's related. Or those were just constellations. But this definitely is the cosmology chart. And Azeroth at the center of it, where reality exists. The Titan's interpretation of it, anyway. I worry that what we consider reality is like literally a matrix built entirely by the Titans, and that it's not what reality is at all. Oh, there it is over there. No, that is a constellation. That is something different. And yeah, there's another one right there. But this, no, that is a cosmology. Edicts of the Prime Designate. Yeah, I read that. Volume 742. That's cool that they're actually referencing the cosmology chart in the game through Titan artifacts. Yo, these constellations definitely mean something. I'm curious what they symbolize. Oh, and in this book you have some as well. All these keys, vault doors. Wow.
Activating additional defenses.
Emberon. Norganon looking head ass book.
Target acquired. System shut down.
And then there's this.
Whoa! Look at all of this stuff!
The heroes, you can keep searching for whatever it is you folks are after.
1.
Yeah, we're calling dibs on
2,
this room. Safe travels all.
3. Probably doesn't mean anything. And the pillars are different here. They're green and stuff here, a little bit different. Why did I just fucking do that? Layers like an onion. Yeah, I do want to go through Secrets of Azeroth at some point. Not too far in the future. It's the code to A&R's OnlyFans. Jesus. Blessing of Tyr. Scorn of Tyr. Holy damage over time. Definitely not Azeroth connected with the Nightmare Dream, Shadowlands, and something else. No, definitely not. It's definitely not that. No, no, no. Yeah, I think it is. I think it's exactly what you're saying. Yeah, yeah. I think it's another representation of the connection between the cosmic, between the different planes, between the different celestial bodies, and the things that you see on. I mean, Elunaria is probably one of them, if it's not the dream itself. So like, yeah, I definitely agree with what you're putting down there. Yep. That is what I think it is as well. Unironically. And people used to tell me all the time, Pyro, the Titans don't use light. They don't use light. They're arcane. Keck fucking W. Open your eyes, dude.
Alexstrasza's lapdogs.
Here's the infinite Chrono Lord Deos.
I fear I will have to deny your queen her prize. The disc
Time
you
lock.
seek will be mine.
Oh, is that the Dragonflights there? Oh, is this the Fall of Galakron? It is! It's Galakron and the 5 Dragonflights. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, before they became dragonflights, you know. Only arcane is time magic, but even then, well, and then there's the possibility that light is rooted in arcane magics. Who knows? Who knows? There is some evidence to support that. How do you notice such small details? I just, I've been doing this for almost 10 years. I guess that's how. I don't know. I mean, I don't know. And I don't know. I just try to, I look at everything. I'm always, I look up, I look around, I look down, I don't know. I try to notice like similarities in shapes. See, there's that thing again. It's on those blue orb things. Oh my goodness. There's a disc.
This disc may hold the secret to the aspects regaining their power, and we cannot allow that to happen. Now the disc is lost to time, just as you are about to be.
What is that?
In all timelines, you failed to stop me.
Yeah, well.
Lost in the sands!
Archmage Vargoth. Why? Chrono Lord Deus.
The sands will scour you from this timeline.
Scour you, huh? The sands will
Your
scour you.
efforts are impressive,
Scouring.
but in vain. The timelines are converging. There will be only one aspect, and Murson shall be infinite.
Oh, that's your thing. Vision of foreshadowed ends, huh? Fate-bound chamber. What is that over there? It's like a city map. Valdrakken IMO. It does kind of look like the big center pillar of Valdrakken. And with the dawning of the aspects, its construction would make sense, I guess. It's also relevant considering this. 8 circular symbols around it. And they have that pattern on them that we were looking at before. It's similar to that pattern. I wish I could go over there. Each Shaman, Farsight, or Hunter Vision thing, yeah. Well, that was an interesting dungeon. So he takes it and runs off. Disappears into the time ways, huh? I like the music too. Did you get a good look at the wall engravings? Yeah. Yeah, I did. I think I looked at them all. One up top in boss room? Wait, back in that room? The one we were just in? Yeah? Oh shit, how'd I not see it? Just the aspects? Oh, yeah, let me come look. That makes sense then for the placement of, like, Valdrakken. So this is, like, kind of, you know, legacy of Tyr, the legacy left behind. Probably depicting the plans, you know. Oh, yeah. Yep, that's them. Got Nosdormu, Malagos, Neltharion, Ysera. Oh, no, that's Neltharion on the left. Neltharion, Ysera. Nosdormu. Oh no, that's Alexstrasza, pardon me. Nosdormu, and then Malagos, or Malagos then Nosdormu. Probably the two that went mad are on the end, so probably I think it's Neltharion, Ysera, Alexstrasza. Well, Nosdormu goes mad too, so what fucking difference does it make? I think that's Nos. I can't tell. Malagos is the Tuft, I think. I don't know. It might be that one on the end, yeah. It makes sense that these two are right next to each other as well. These three being in the middle, yeah. Those items are almost half your item level. I know. I know. Almost worth looking at. Thank you guys for joining me. That was nice. I hadn't done that yet. There's a lot of cool stuff to be seen in here.